Good evening, LTL Nation, and welcome back to the 7-Minute Breakthrough Revolution. Before I begin tonight, I would like to thank everyone who made it to our event last night in Abu Dhabi, made it to the stage, and made it a beautiful, wonderful part of our past. Which brings us to tonight's topic, the past. How beautiful is this topic? How beautifully controversial. Every one of us has a different experience, a different narrative, a different description of the past. I'm talking about over 7 billion versions of recorded events that have come to shape and form the image and personality and mentality of over 7 billion people on this planet. So wow, quite interesting. My name is Faisal Zeineddine and you are watching Life Talks Live. I'm sure that at one point in life, at one point in time, you've been asked a certain question, whether it was on a first date or a fifth date or whenever, you've been asked, or you have asked, do you have any regrets? Do you have any regrets in life? And 99.9% of the time, the answer is, in that very moment, while everything seems okay, while all the events that have led to this moment in your life, everything, no matter what, right now, in this very second, you look back and you think you're good, you're fine, you're in a very good state. So the answer is, I don't have any regrets. And that's a beautiful answer. It's very positive. I like it. But is it true? I believe it's complete BS. Let me tell you why. Because in that moment, you're good, you're great. And it seems like you don't regret anything because you have reached this point in time. But if you look a little bit deeper, if you look back into all those events that have happened, I'm sure you have maybe hundreds, maybe thousands, maybe more regrets. I would tell you about mine. I have plenty of regrets, from the silly stuff like taking a road that is overloaded with traffic and I look back and why did I take this road? To more important stuff. I regret flying off a bike and hitting my head on a pole and actually staying in the hospital bed for a week. I regret all the tens of accidents that I've done that have left really cool scars on my body. I regret not approaching a couple of girls that I had these really crushes on. I have a lot of regrets. We all do. But the fact of the matter is, they do not make that much of a difference right now. Because right now you're still good no matter what happened in the past. I'll go to the second question I want to address tonight. This question that has an answer which is presumably the biggest, most common lie on the planet. Everyone says it. The question is, how are you? And 99.9% of the time, what's the answer? I'm fine. I'm good. I'm okay. I'm great. But we've reached a point where if someone answers, I'm fine, we all go, hey, what's the matter? Tell me. Fine means you're not okay. Which is weird because we all presume it's a lie. But let me tell you this as well. In that very moment, no matter what has happened before that, even if it was 2 minutes ago that you were in a terrible car accident and you got out and you're okay and someone asks you, are you okay? How are you? You'd be like, I'm fine. I'm fine. And in any circumstance, when anyone asks that question in that very specific second, no matter what's going in your mind, in your life, or in your past, right now, you're fine. You're totally okay. So the problem is not in the past. The past does not have any more problems anymore because the only time you're alive, the only time you truly exist is right now. You know, you can choose to dwell on the past. You can choose to dwell and stay there and keep your mind focused on the bad stuff and the regrets that you have. Or you can choose to live in the now because that's all that truly matters. And the now is very interesting because it's very elusive. I'll give you, like right now, let's consider this moment. This very moment is gone. Now, this moment is gone as well. This moment is gone too. See, the present is very elusive and it's so quick. And that's what's scary. What's scary is that every moment we're living is ultimately, in a fraction of a second, part of the past. Right now, it's gone. It's in the past. The present is what's scary. And here's the actual truth, guys. What we learn in the past is what can make this present more effective, can make us make use of this every second that we've got. I learned this a very long time ago when I was 5 years old. And this came up yesterday with my team when we were talking about Lion King. 5 years old, guys, Lion King. The past is scary. But you can either run from it or learn from it. Learn from it. The past is our experience. It's everything that's in your mind that you've already registered. It's there. Good, bad, ugly, great, amazing, everything is in the past now. Now you can choose and select your learnings. This happened that way, so I don't do that again. I did a mistake here, so this is how I'm going to avoid it now. The past is our teacher. It's our biggest, most important teacher in our lives. It's not anyone else. It's your own experience, and that's why they tell you, get out there and learn it yourself. Fall down. Every baby falls down 10, 100 times, 1,000 times before they walk. That's how they learn to walk. That's how their legs go stronger. That's how they start walking, and then they start running. And then they start jumping. Without that experience, it would have been impossible to even take your first steps. The past is amazing. A teacher of the good and bad, what's right, what's wrong. It makes you define your future choices. It's all one combination. You cannot exclude something that you've already lived from your own experience. But you can decide how to use it. You can decide how to think about it. Because the only thing that truly matters, again, is the now. And in the now is where all your thoughts, all the space of thought that you have, exists. So you get to choose right now how to think about the ugliest event in the past. And the way you choose to think about it now will define that event in the present and the future. Choose to be a learner. Choose to be a student. Make your past an open book for a lot better stuff to come. You've learned so much, and you have to keep learning, and you have to expect that right now you are nothing but a future projection of your past self. It's a learning curve. And you're on it, and you're going to fall as you go. There are going to be obstacles, and you're still going to learn, and you're still going to stand up. That's what you got to take from this. Guys, before I leave you, there's one more message I would like to say. I would like to send our condolences out tonight for what's happening in Egypt. Very inhumane. We try to avoid politics. We try to avoid sensitive subjects on Life Talks Live, but today, after what I saw and what I've been seeing all around the world, Syria, Yemen, Egypt, Stockholm a few days ago, we would like to send all our love, all our hope, all our hands are stretched out to anyone who needs any help, anyone who wants to get in touch with us, have a little talk, try to put our hands in each other's hands and try to move forward with any sort of positivity that we can offer. Our doors are always open. We're always here. If anyone wants to get in touch with us, if anyone needs anything, please do let us know. Thank you very much, guys. I would like to remind you that tomorrow Shadden is going to go live at 7 from Abu Dhabi, and the rest of the coaches during this week. Stay tuned, and if you have any questions, if you have any feedback, don't forget to get in touch with us on our Facebook fan page, Life Talks Live, or our website, lifetalkslive.com. And I will see you next week. Have a very blessed evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good night, everyone.